Good evening. And what's up, Troy? How's it going? I'm still here. So, we got maintenance in like almost 2 hours. So I'm gonna try to play through as much of this as I can. I'm gonna really be trying to focus in on story and probably leveling up. I feel like I'm probably about to hit a cap again, but it's cool. It won't be long till I can hit 74. I can think of a few things I could actually do that could help me level. So Troy, how was the Wednesday? Hopefully it was pretty good. You know, in the time I've sat here, which has been quite a while, I've noticed one very strong thing. This theme is very short. Like, very short. But again, the main focus tonight's really going to be a lot of story. Last night I had the first glimpse of the trial, which I probably will do again tonight, just to have some practice on it. Get to have a better feel. Also gonna try to maybe run the dungeons again. Who knows? Who knows? You're level 75? That's cool. What up, Thancred? What is this? Mystery gift. Thancred wishes to have a word with the hero of the hour. Alright. Let's go right into it. I knew you could do it. And not only because of your blessing, you have a strength all your own. And it has seen us through many a trial. With the warden defeated, I believe our work here is done. It's time we were going together, needless to say. To the bitter end, the fate of our two worlds being at stake and all that. Now then, I suggest we hurry back to the Crystarium. Much and more may have happened while we were frolicking with the Feyfolk. That Ranjit elected to pursue us makes me hopeful the city was spared Ulmore's intentions, but I could sooner see for myself. Besides, I believe I speak for all of us when I say that I've a belly full of ill meg. Let us away before the fairies think to play with us again. Smart thinking, bro. What's up, Minato? How are you? Fun fact, I didn't know the Battle Royale in Fallout 76 was still going down. I was tempted to do that tonight instead of Final Fantasy 14 until I realized I've got like 2 hours till maintenance at least, so yeah, I can actually do quite a bit of things in 2 hours on this game. How was your Wednesday, Minato? Hopefully it was a pretty good one. What up, Choco? Is that so? Mm-hmm. You tell me all about it later. The Crystarium. Jazz, hello. It's still a thing? You didn't even know that. Yeah. I mean, if it doesn't boot me, cool. But I'm pretty sure it will in like 2 hours. Your day was good? How was my day? Well, just, like, the first part of my day was really fast. Then there was a really, really slow period that passed by. And then it got really fast again. All in all, it was pretty okay. But thank you for asking. Oh wow, the crew's back there. I thought we were going inside. I keep forgetting I don't have the Swift cast anymore. What up? Are they safe?
All seems well at the Crystarium.
Yes. Ylmor was plainly more concerned with finding us. How flattering.
No, they just want... What's going down?
You certainly took your time. I had half resolved to complete the task myself.
You, sir, are very rude. How did you get here?
And you are...
Were one to study the annals of Garlean history, one would find yonder visage on many a page. Though by rights its youth should long since have faded.
Well, well, we have a historian in our midst. That spares me a lengthy explanation.
I'm doing pretty good, Chess. Thank you for asking. And that's cool, Troy.
I am Solus Sos Galvus, founding father of the Garlean Empire, and under various guises, the architect of myriad other imperially inclined nations. As for my true identity...
I'm just gonna stop him right here. I'm not that surprised. I remember when we already got to see a glimpse of him earlier in a cutscene. I was just trying to be more surprised.
I am Emmett Selk, Asian.
Gaius spoke of you. A native of the Source.
I wish I would have planned that out better when my character took a step forward with his... I wish I would have, like, very, very well and timed perfectly. Just, bitch!
Equal in rank to La Habrea. And you came all this way just to introduce yourself to us?
Behold the sky, restored to its former glory. Have you ever seen a more affecting spectacle? Oh, it is truly, deeply... infuriating. Do you have any idea how much you have delayed the rejoining? Following the flood, the First had been listing ever further towards the light, towards stasis. The end was in sight. Enter man and his indomitable spirit. He would haul the world back from the brink. And adding his lumpen weight to the power of growth, he duly tipped the scales, if only by a fraction. Yet a fraction was enough to spoil the perfect imbalance needed to bring about a rejoining.
It's got some problems.
Had mankind continued to live in idleness under Vorthri's rule, all the conditions would have been met.
Fuck Valtteri.
But you had to come and ruin it all. Thanks to your meddling, light supremacy is in doubt, and our painstakingly laid plans are in tatters.
He reminded me of Arden all the way until you said, thanks to your meddling, and now I'm just thinking about, like, every single villain on Scooby-Doo ever.
Well, I should begin by thanking you for confirming Urianger's theories on the inner workings of the Calamity. He will be most pleased. As for what happens next, might I suggest you admit defeat and walk away?
Please.
Happy to let me go, are you? Because the murderous glint in your eye suggests otherwise. Indeed, it is enough to make me think better of confronting you alone. Look, it did cross my mind to simply side with Vorthri and kill you all. But that's no different from what Lahabret did. And we all know how well that ended for him.
Yeah, we kicked his ass. Meddling kids in your Lola, Phil?
And so, while it is liable to be troublesome, I have settled upon a different approach. Cooperation.
Bro, you were on drugs.
I will not raise a hand to hinder your hunt for the Light Wardens. If you desire it, I will even lend you my knowledge and strength.
What's the catch, Emmett?
Since time immemorial, you and yours have labored to rejoin the 13 shards, at the cost of countless lives. Do you expect us to believe that your objective has suddenly changed?
Makes a point.
Nay, our objective is the same as it ever was. Though I dare say, you do not know our motive.
Gonna plunge this shit all the way down to darkness. And they're gonna tip that scale too far.
A war waged without knowledge of the enemy is no war. It is mere bloodletting. Just once. Might we not seek to find common ground?
It's also called manipulation, Stockholm Syndrome, and many other situations depending on the situation at hand.
For good or ill, I am immortal. Provided I have the inclination, I can always begin anew, scheme and conspire to my heart's content.
You're a fucked up guy, aren't you?
But this time I thought that I might instead try to see eye to eye, to understand what drives the hero of the source, to determine if our goals are truly incompatible. So come, shed your preconceptions. See beyond the unscrupulous villains you take us for. When all is said and done, we may find ourselves pleasantly surprised. The proud discoverers of a path of cooperation rather than opposition. Think of it.
Think of who you're talking to. I'm a little Lalafell man who doesn't carry a weapon. I carry a book. And let me tell you, I've went through many a grimoire, and this probably was in scripture somewhere along the line. And it doesn't sound like a great idea. Sorry, bro. Emmett. Oriange's gonna... Almost killed his ass. I don't even know what he...
Thou hast delivered thy proposal, and we would not dismiss it outright.
Did he throw a card at him? Are you some expert cardsman? I know you're astrologian. All I'm saying is, you threw a card. Just like those weird card tricks where people have like a deck of cards and they take like, I don't know, a random card. Maybe it's the Ace of Spades. Oh! Or maybe it's like 7 hearts. I don't know. And then they throw it at a watermelon and it sticks in there.
If I may offer thee counsel, however, to make thy case via an illusion reflecteth poorly upon thy sincerity.
Ooh, he just called him out. Scholarly. What's up, Steven?
My apologies. You will forgive me if I'm not entirely at ease in the presence of a famed Ascian slayer. I felt it only prudent to take precautions.
Well, okay.
Nonetheless, your counsel is duly noted.
Your counsel
I take
is
my
duly
leave, friends.
noted.
Rest assured, we shall meet again soon.
See you, Arden. I mean, Emmett. I did that on purpose. He just reminds me of Arden so much, just by his attitude, the way he swings his hands around. There had to be some sort of like a, I don't know, some sort of inspiration taken from Arden going into Emmett. Zombie! That's about the best I can do. Glad you can make it. So, Steven and Zombie, how was your Wednesday? Cooperation? He can't be serious, can he? Well, we've certainly been giving it too much to ponder. But, first things first, we should report to XR. You can run along, Tonberry. We're perfectly capable of handling this little task. You talking to me like I'm a child? In light of your recent exertions, I'd say you've earned a rest. My room is haunted here. I don't have fun going back there. There's the old warrior of darkness in there, and he's weird. Go on, take yourself off to bed. We'll see you later, refreshed and ready for more. So, at least send somebody with me. It's a little weird at this point. Honestly, I've noticed as well that this is a wave they've been like capping off like the level wall, so to speak. Predict I'm gonna go turn in this quest. I'll have to get to level 74 to actually keep moving on. So things are gonna get a little interesting. Let me get some repairs really quick. Assault the little hammer. Lamon's on it. Hello, guy. Equipped, yes. Repair all. Should have just teleported here. Oh, welcome back, sir. I've been expecting you. That's creepy, bro. He's got premonitions or something going on. You will find refreshments laid out in your quarters, we hope. They are to your liking. All I'm saying is, guy, I'm gonna walk in there, and there's gonna be a ghost. Will you be retiring now? I suppose. Very good, sir. I bid you a pleasant evening. Let's work. I feel you, Steven. I know exactly how it goes. I had to work as well. I love how the doors just magically open and close in this game, and nobody talks about it. No ghost. He's confused. I'm confused. There he is. Oh, no, it's just refreshments and alcohol. He's a little happy. Like booze. Finger sandwiches. Possibly peaches or mangoes. Potentially tangerines. A missive. I can read it from here, apparently. I hope the past few days have not been too overly taxing. Pray take your rest and recover. Handwritten missive. Cool.
From the Exarch, is it?
Oh, there you are.
With that mirror of his, he can watch your every move, you know. You probably think you're talking to yourself.
I kind of doubt it. At this point, I've told him about you, and he ignored you. Just like everybody else does when I mention you. Sorry, bro. Ardbert. Apparently, I remember you.
Still, he's keeping you well fed.
Jealous? I get mustard sandwiches. I don't even like mustard. Unless this is one giant long sandwich where they went layer of mustard, regular sandwich, salad sandwich, mustard sandwich, regular sandwich, salad sandwich, mustard sandwich. That could have been a thing as well. And I'm just guessing it's mustard, but that's a strong yellow. It could be cheese, mustard, and eggs. It's so yellow. It could be a macaroni sandwich, but you know what? I doubt it.
Judging by his people's faith in him, he seems to be a decent sort.
Yeah, you know.
But so much about him remains shrouded in mystery. Like, what was he doing back in my day? There was no such person when I was around.
Jealous? Much? You're a ghost. That's what's going on in your day. That's what's happening. Huh. He wasn't like that when I was around. Listen to this guy.
A lot's happened since the flood, though. Since I was set adrift.
So to speak.
I know little more than you do of this city's history in the Exarch's past.
Okay.
Not that it matters. It's Emmet Selk we should be concerned about.
It's weird that you'd bring him up, Ardbert. I'm not gonna pair up with Emmett, you son of a bitch.
When our world was about to be consumed by light, the Ascian in white appeared before us. He said that the only way for us to live on was to bring about the rejoining. Desperate as we were, we heeded his words.
Tricked ya.
Not realizing that the flood was of the Ascian's own making. They cannot be trusted. None of them.
Ardbert, all I'm saying, we're way ahead of you, bud.
But Emmett Selk had one thing right. One should not fight blindly.
Like, you're just nitpicking at what he had to say. It's like, I don't trust you. Well, that part's actually not a bad idea.
That's what we did. And it cost us everything we held dear.
Not everything. Tell me about Seto. You're putting me off my dinner. Oh, you're putting off my dinner. I should say that. But instead, I'm not gonna say not everything, and I'm gonna say tell me about Seto. We need some info, bro. Yeah.
What? What about Seto? What is there to say? All right.
Alright. Made some bacon cheeseburgers if anyone wants one. I'll do, Chess. Just saying. Sounds exactly like what I want. What I was doing in my day. Tonzala, bro, what the fuck are you doing in my day? Yeah, that's how he feels right now.
He's done some growing.
I'll
When we were
say.
traveling together, he was nowhere near as big. And he obviously couldn't speak. I had no idea how much that medallion meant to him.
It means a hell of a lot, bro. You look stoned right there.
What about you, anyway? You must have a friend like Seto.
I
Chocobo,
know
perhaps?
Seto. Hey,
Come on,
Choco.
you tell me something for a change.
Do I really get to tell him about Choco? Like, Choco is the name of my chocobo in the game, funny fact, and it's a girl, but it's also the name of my dog in real life, who's also a girl, and currently licking her ass right here beside me. Currently right there beside me. I got this dog. It's, just imagine what I just said to you, I'm telling to him, and he's real confused because, whoa. He's like, you're being played by somebody, and my character would obviously say, dude, it's the simulation. Come on now, we're all being played by somebody. Did Ardbert eat all my dinner? No, he totally ate it. He punched his fists and everything. Ardbert went out, he got drunk, ate all the sandwiches. All of them. I think there was like 6. Of course he ate all of them. Actually, I think there was 7. And, yeah, that's exactly what happened. Real politic. Okay. Pass over one, Chaz. It was growing. You were shocked? Lalafells grow? Zombie only gets brains. Dog punched me in the face today, and you ate a bunch of garbage. What? That alone, I was right. Hey, look, blockage. That I feel like that requires a story. But I'm not just gonna blindly do this. What I'm really literally gonna do, I'm just gonna run the new dungeons and the new trial to go ahead and just level up. I would roulette, but I just don't wanna. Yeah. I'd rather go with the specifics. Does anybody actually want to join in before I go into either of these? I'm gonna do Homester Switch first. Homester Switch. And then, Dunmeg after. And then I'm literally gonna do the trial, the Dancing Plague after that, because I did it last night, but I want to do it again, you know. I definitely want to get it on that. And doing all 3 of these will definitely level me up, I'm sure. I'm like, as you can see, like 3/4 of the way there. Your dog punched you in the face today. Yeah, that makes a little bit more sense. Why did your dog punch you? At first I was thinking, you dog punched yourself. I don't even know what a dog punch is. And the fact that you did it to yourself, I'm sorry, but... well, damn. And then he got into the garbage. Okay, okay. Things are making a lot more sense now. Oh. And I'm sorry your dog got into the garbage, and I'm sorry you got dog punched. If it makes you feel any better, Choco's still licking her butt right now, over there. Which is really the exact opposite of that. I've just got my camera on like a weird flip. So when I do this, which is pointing to where she looks like to where she would be to you, to be honest with you, she's actually over there. No longer licking her butt. Scratching her dog pit. Now her... nose? Again, shaking it off, probably about to go eat dog food and drink some water. Played The Evil Within 2. I have not played The Evil Within 2, Chess, but I have played the first Evil Within, and I'm not gonna lie to you. I kind of rage quit the game. I got to the part of the game where you're in the library, and you have to search for, I think it's 3 books. But you have this ghost consistently and constantly chasing you. I can't remember his name. Like, he's very specific to the story. But he's chasing you. You have the option to hide, but he's chasing you the whole time. And if he touches you once, you gotta start all over. And I just rage quit that game because of that. I did like The Evil Within until that moment of the game, though. He was excited to see you, I guess. Well, that's good. And howdy, Azunami. It's going okay. I hate that maintenance is about to hit soon, but I'm very glad that I do not have to go back to work till next Monday. So I'm going to be having some long Final Fantasy XIV streams after today that I'm very excited to get into. And while I wait on this, I'm going to travel to random places and do quests. Oldorf. Oldorf. That's not where I'm going. I think in here. What are you doing, Choco? What? No, for real. That is a big loot. Having days off work is always amazing. Alright, let's do some questing. You got any plus marks here? No. Well, poo. It's okay. New Mo? New Mao? Let's say them both. We'd lad. Quest seek. Okay. What are you giving me? Nut bake. Veritable sack full of luscious seeds and nuts went into this sweet and tasty pastry. Alright. That, experience bonus, spell speed, and vitality. Tonberry, I know you've already given me your patronage, but will you not consider doing so again? You got it, Holmes. Thank you. No problem. As I ask you to deliver this pack of mushrooms to Long Mirror Lake, the receptant is a Floth, and he should give you an alchemical concoction in return. Now, though the Floth are the strange folk as a whole, I must warn you that this one is stranger than most. He is far taller than his kindred, for one, and I cannot help but feel unsettled in his presence. He can provide us with what we need and so we trade with them. But if truth be told, I would sooner not deal with them in person, hence my request as you. My thanks in advance. Oh shit, bro, you really put me in a pickle. Sucks that there's maintenance tonight? Yeah, it really does suck. When your pit bull gets super excited, like, having not seen your mom for like a week, she pees. I'm so glad Choco doesn't do that, but that is a very common thing with dogs, the uncontrollable bladder when they do see something. Choco has this thing where she, like, when I come home from work, she not only runs up to me, puts front two paws on my knees, uses myself as like a brace and like pushes herself off my knees, then immediately runs to the couch, jumps off the couch to the love seat, runs across the love seat, jumps off the love seat, back to the couch, back to the love seat, off the love seat, back to the couch, back to the love seat, off the love seat, back to the couch, back to the love seat, off the love seat, back to the couch, back to my knees, back to the couch, back to my knees, back to the love seat, off the love seat, back to the couch, to the love seat, off the love seat, back to my knees. Then she goes and hits the back door because she's like, bro, I gotta piss, let me the fuck out right now. It's like an exact representation of the first minute of me being home. Legit. Doug also pees when he gets excited or scared. Well, I don't think I've seen Choco like real time scared, but like, I don't know, she's very well potty trained. Like, me and Choco have a weird bond, I guess. She's very good with not using the restroom indoors, though, which is something that's pretty awesome. That's cool, though. You played part 1 for like 2 hours, but took a risk and bought part 2. You was at GameStop and tried to fully pay in a pre-order for The Last of Us 2, but it's not available for pre-order yet. Yeah, I would see that. Honestly, with no real, like, word on The Last of Us, like, it's rumored to even being delayed to PlayStation 5. So there is that out there. So I understand why it wouldn't be readily available. I would hate for you to actually get your PlayStation 4 pre-order, and then it turns out it is, in fact, going to be on PlayStation 5. It's the same way Death Stranding right now. It's a pending game for PS4, which has become what The Last of Us has officially been. There's also been talks of being ports to PS4 and PS5, but the fact that it's been rumored to actually be a PS5 game really sets back a lot of pre-order details, because let's say you did actually get a PS5 before its actual, release, like you pre-ordered PlayStation 5, but then, I mean, I could go into further detail of that, but I think you get the gist of it to that point. Holy shit, it's a fucking Toad Man. It looks just like a Toad Man in a toad suit, though. I forgot to check what this item was they gave me as well. Hey, I got the Titania card last night and didn't realize until now. Sandwich basket. Okay. I'm gonna eat this. Oh, it's a furnishing. Okay, never mind. I'll put that in the free company house here in a little bit then, apparently. What up, guy? You do not see any Foth in the area. There is, however, an elf wearing what appears to be a toad costume. How can you tell he's elf? Or Ellison? Top of the morning to you, mortal. Wait, is it even morning? What does it matter? 'Tis a fine day to be a Foth. Pain, pain, go away. Oh, 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 oh. Are you really a Foth? You're the one trading with the Reed Lad? That's what I'm gonna say. No, I'm not. Are you really a Foth? I deny you, bro. What an odd thing to ask, but of course I'm Foth. Some mistake me for an elf, and I do not blame them. Statuesque? As I am. Okay. But I assume assure you, I am a Foth, through and through. And through. But tell me, what brings you, good mortals such as yourself here? What business have you with this humble flock? I got this pack of mushrooms, bro. Ah, the mushrooms I've been expecting. I shall enjoy these. Oh, yes. And yet, I cannot help but feel disappointed, for rather than coming themselves, the god sent you instead. It was inevitable. I suppose I knew that one day they too would go over the other side, and you, my friend, but another brick on the wall, another cog of the machine ever grinding. Whatever, bro. Here's your stuff. That's what you came for, yes? So take it and leave me be. I would think upon the state of the new world. Okay. Sam! What's up, and thank you so much. How are you, Sam? How you liking Shadowbringers? And there's that cue. You was able to pre-order Days Gone 3 years ago in advance. You hope it's PS4, but dang, also hope it's PlayStation 5. Epic. Conflicted. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I'm in the same boots with The Last of Us on that one. But, I mean, you never know. With Days Gone, though, that was definitely going on PlayStation 4, hands down. So I understand that, being able to do a pre-order like 3 years ago. And Days Gone. I actually had a buddy today actually asking me if I was going to stream any more of that game. I mean, it's a great game. Oh, shit. He's already out. Damn it. It's okay. There's not really a crowd right here anyway. You'll be down to do the trial for fun whenever I get there? That's cool. One play Final Fantasy Top Zero. I did, Chaz, actually. I actually liked it a lot. It's one of those, the Final Fantasy titles, it's hard for a lot of people to like because it had so many different little attributes to the game itself. Like, to me, it was like playing Final Fantasy VIII with the perfect mixture of playing Final Fantasy 15, having a lot of Final Fantasy 15 traits, but also it had a bunch of really good Final Fantasy 8 traits as well. Basically, kind of like how you were in the whole academy scene, kind of like Balam Garden, but has like a lot of fighting, very similar to Final Fantasy 15. But the fact that you still go into like old school like battle sequences was always a really cool thing to me as well. Not a lot of games actually keep up with that kind of a system, which I'm hit and miss actually. If it works out, it works out, but not every game it works out with, but that it actually did. I loved Top Zero quite a bit, but I know a lot of people didn't though, so it's one of those things that's kind of hard to talk about. I really don't even mention the game that often to other Final Fantasy fans just because I know basically how exclusive it is to the fan base. Like, only a handful of people played it. Because, I mean, a lot of people played it just to have that, like, bonus content for Final Fantasy 15 when it came out. But another thing as well, I don't know, like I said, it was very hit-miss title. The battle style, a lot of people didn't like because it wasn't what we have as new. But it wasn't an old school concept either, you know? Like, I don't know, it is very split perfectly down the middle. But I loved it, especially playing Ace. I love the fact that you could play as all the different characters in battle as well. But playing as Ace in that game, oh man, it was amazing. Having all the abilities, much like Noctis. Type 0 was good. You like the different weapons and fighting styles? I did as well. Like, it was a very well put together game. You just finished Evil Within within 7 days and get your money back and was planning on getting Type 0. Type 0 is a lot of fun. Like I said, if you like the older Final Fantasy titles, you'll really like it a lot. Like, it compares very well to Final Fantasy 8. But also has like a very good, I don't know, the overall story's good. I had the good ending and the bad ending. I played through it, the endings twice. I'm not gonna lie, I saved the game and did it a very different way. I didn't, like, the game's actually built upon beating it multiple times, kind of like Nier Automata, like, or, Nier Automata. Sorry. But, yeah, the game itself is built for multiple plays, so it has a lot of replayability, if you're into that. But yeah, I mean, like I said, I actually like the game quite a bit. It's really hard not to like it in some ways. Just, if you're a Final Fantasy fan, you'll definitely love it. That if you're open-minded to different styles of gameplay. Because, like, much like we were just talking about, like, the gameplay is optional as far as, like, things go. Like, it's better, I'm not gonna lie. Level up who you can throughout the thing. It has almost like a Final Fantasy II kind of thing going on with there. But I say that just because your party gets split up a little bit here and there. I'm not gonna give away spoilers or anything as far as the story goes. Definitely recommend playing it, and I wouldn't want to ruin it for you. But, yeah, Type 0, it's definitely a hybrid type of game. Joking. No bueno. There you go. Is it bad that my dog literally understands no, that's not good, but she also understands no bueno? Like, understands both of them perfectly. My dog is bilingual. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. Whew, yeah, I didn't make that. That was just a little bit too close. Mass Effect Andromeda's kind of blah. I was gonna get Andromeda, but maybe after Top Zero. Well, I mean, I hope you like Top Zero after me saying that. Like, I don't want you to, like, sway your options there. Oh, I could have ran back. Thank you. But I did enjoy it myself, though. I actually have only played the first Mass Effect. That's so bad to say. I have all three on the Xbox 360. Literally have only played the going the wrong way. Literally only played the first one though, and I didn't even beat it. I got like probably about 3/4 of the way through it, maybe only halfway. I'm not really sure. And like a bunch of weird stuff started happening. New titles started coming out, and I kept putting it off, and putting it off, and putting it off, and just never really got back into it. Well, bro, go back over there. I can't reduce humidity anymore, so... Shoot. I've been really hoping that we would get more information on this fall update coming to Fallout. More of the main the story coming in definitely has me excited and curious. Tried to make sure you had... Wait, what? I'm guessing there's a joke that I don't get there. I'm not gonna lie, I think I'm the only one here doing any AoEs. Did Dragoon not have AoE at all? Like, right now, I guess I don't really need to. There's only 2 enemies left. I just now thought about that. But, like, beforehand, I felt like I was the only one over here doing any AoE damage. And I know nothing of the Dragoon. That's a legit question. I've never played Lancer or Dragoon in this game. The closest thing to it I've ever been is literally just watching one of the streamers that I actually follow play Dragoon. That's about it. The Dragoon has a 3-hole AoE combo? Really? I don't think he's using any of it. Ah, it fucked up again. It's okay for now. Should have waited on that. This is not gonna go well. Oh, this isn't good. Get a little better. Get to kill lead in Mass Effect. I didn't see that a second ago. That's not that irregular. I mean, I guess there's a lot of games these days that actually give you that option. No. Fuck. Getting random shit right now. I think I am. relationships in are very forced. Dragoon has 3-move AoE now, but it's all in a straight line. Wow. Dancer has a bunch of AoEs, that's good. Better get rid of Chastity or get pepper spray. Alright, here we are. super close. Nope, got me. Oof. %. Getting there. The very first Final Fantasy game was 10, so that's why you notice it so much, but have always bothered. I feel ya. I love Final Fantasy 10. Anyone remember how different it was from playing 10 to 10-2? Yeah, that was me with 10-2. I don't know, like, see, I've never actually beat Final Fantasy 10-2. I've actually only looked up material to know the rest of the lore behind that. I've never been able to actually, I hate to say it, but it's a very true thing. I've never been able to finish the game. It just, 10-2 always felt silly to me. To all the fans out there, don't hate on me for it. Believe me, it was just the dancing thing. And then it was a huge, I don't know. Like, they took a very seriously story-compelling game, and they kept that a little bit as far as carrying that over. But just the battle system, just to me, made it feel a lot less, I don't know. They'd share a touching moment from the original 10, and I would try to, like, falter with it, and it would just get me every time. it'd be replaced with something silly, which was the point, I know, of the whole game. You know, as far as like sequels go, they don't necessarily do that well in the Final Fantasy series, but I mean, I felt the same way, I don't know. I really love Final Fantasy X. It wasn't one of my first Final Fantasies, but it's definitely one I hold dear to nostalgia and to the Final Fantasy series as far as how fun it was, and as much as I've loved the game and the series for what it is and for everything that it has been for so many years. But 10-2 just brought it to a different level. I'm not a fan of 10-2, I'm really not, but that's me with most of the sequels that they've made. I've not even played 13-2 or Lightning Returns either, if that proves anything. To me, if they want to keep a good continuation of a story, they've done the perfect thing as far as like Final Fantasy XIV goes. Just doing like expansions, long story, stuff like that. But I feel ya. But give me just a moment. When I get back, I will probably do the next. Man, that's a toss-up. The trial could probably potentially get me to level up, but the dungeon I feel like will. I don't know. Give me just a second. Gonna take the first restroom break of the night. I'll be right back. Actually gonna throw up that duty fonder, and I guess I'll do the dungeon. Let's see, what do you yield as far as it doesn't exactly say. Minato, you still hanging out? If you're still hanging out, I think we could go ahead and actually just do the trial if you want. Ah, there you are. Did you receive the concoction? I believe so. Yes. This is it. My thanks for collecting it. But tell me, what did you think of the froth? A strange one, yes? This concoction works wonders on mushrooms. Makes them shoot up as nothing else does. It's something that only mortals can make. And in the old days, we traded with the Vobertats for it. Yet, here is a froth who is capable of working mortal alchemy. He truly is mysterious. A mystery wrapped in a mystery. Oh man, gosh, you got some dialogue, guy. Though at first I found him novel, I began developing headaches when dealing with him, so from here on, I intend to send others in my stead. Thank you for sparing me the pain this time. Cool. You'll go? That's cool, zombie. The debate in my brain was actually to do the actual trial or the dungeon. But I think, I know the dungeon's gonna take longer. And with the trial, I mean, we could probably get this done pretty quick. It might actually take longer to get into the dungeon rather than the trial as well, but you never know. Who knows? We'll see. Ooze, what's up? Magic is love. Magic is love. Ooze Siga wants to initiate their child into the ways of magic. Mortal, will you not undertake a task for me? You see, this time has come for my child to be initiated into the ways of magic, and I wish to have a staff fashioned for them. However, some of the materials needed can only be had from dangerous beasts. I'm given to understand that you are strong, and so I would entrust the hunting to you. If you're up to the task, I require the leg of a moss fungus and the thorn of a witchweed. Once you have these items, please take them to our weaponsmith. Mushroom addict. Well, welcome back, Chaz. Alright, there's the leg. You never beat 10-2 either. You have it though. Maybe you should give it another try since Top Zero battles like Final Fantasy X, or no? Not at all. Final Fantasy Top Zero has its own battle system that is unlike any other Final Fantasy there is. It compares most to Final Fantasy 15, Final Fantasy 12, and then Final Fantasy 8. I'll throw in there again. And maybe even Final Fantasy 2. That's another weird way to put it, but like, it's literally developed like your characters are only as strong as you level them up to be. And there's multiple instances where things get different. And yeah. And comparing Top Zero to 10 or 10-2 is like night and day. Nothing alike at all. And again, the thing with 10-2, the game itself just feels silly to me. Like, I love Final Fantasy X, and it's a very dear game to my heart as far as it all goes, but 10-2 is just, it's never been for me. And I also own a copy of it. I mean, I know loads of people who enjoy it, though, so I'm not saying anything terrible against it like I was saying a second ago. Like, a lot of people enjoy that game. It's just, for me, it was not one that I could actually get into that well. What up, weaponsmith? Yes, yes, I've been expecting you. Come, let's see those materials then. Ah, this is fine quality stuff. With these, I have everything I need. Let Sigun know that I will set work on the training staff at once. You got it. You play 12 again? Like 12? Oh yeah, I love Final Fantasy 12. I especially loved the Zodiac Age, the newer version that was released. It's so good. Like, I know it's the same story, but it's one of the better remasters that Square Enix has actually pulled off. And not only that, just like the Zodiac Age like battle system and the way you work your jobs. Oh man, it's so good. I loved it. Zodiac Age. Recommend if you're a Final Fantasy fan. The weaponsmith works on the staff as we speak, you say. You know what? I never actually invited you to the party, and I'm sorry, Zombie. I will do just that. I know he's not saying anything too important. I just realized that. You said you wanted to go, and I was like, okay, and then I just threw it up. That's my bad. Damn, Zombie. Got to level 80 already. You'll join you. Okay. Sorry, Minato. Okay, I was about to say, like, why is it not letting me withdraw? You don't even remember Final Fantasy 1? Well, to be honest with you, I've got a stream of Final Fantasy 1. If you want to visit it one day without playing it, it's the first thing I actually streamed on YouTube. But let me tell you, Final Fantasy 1 story, as far as it actually goes, it's more of a gauntlet top game right off the bat. But with Final Fantasy 1, the thing about it is, it was the first installment. It came out in the 80s. So you can already tell that the story is just as about what I'm gonna say is as bleak as the game is. Like, you can beat the game in just a small amount of hours if you really want to have a challenge. But also, like, there's just not a lot to the first Final Fantasy game. It's just the installment. It's very strong turn-based RPG. The story, though, if you want to dig for it, it's there, but it's not that deep either. It's basically Garland wants to destroy the world. That's it, basically. Hopefully I have a better run than yesterday. I hope so. He was already out. Whatever. Wish there wasn't a maintenance tonight. Just got to a fascinating part in the story. Your mind is blown. Do not elaborate. That's cool though. And I also wish there wasn't a maintenance tonight. But I am glad tomorrow, well, after today, all the way up until next Monday, I don't have to go back to work. So the next 4 days, I'm going to be doing some really long streams. Okay, never mind. I was about to say, I think I'm literally the only 73 in this one.
play with fire.
Why did I use that?
We're sick of this crapped old castle. Let's play in Paris.
All I'm saying, if she has the ability to do all this stuff, how is she bored? Just saying. I'd literally figured out other things to do. Really don't think it'd be that hard either. Okay. Oh my goodness. Shit. Oh, this is not looking good. girlfriends are dead. Yeah. Honestly, Minato, you say somehow, but I've noticed this is actually a pretty popular thing. In that last dungeon I was actually running through, I started pulling aggro, and even in this fight, I did a little bit a second ago as well, which I did preemptively attack an enemy, but I don't know. Them actually taking away things like lucid dreaming and the things to decrease our immunity, I know, like, it makes tanks kind of have like that tank check, so to speak. Kind of makes it really inconvenient on us. As casters is what I meant. Play Baldur's Gate? I played Baldur's Gate 2. I never played the original. But I did play Dark Alliance 2, Baldur's Gate, if that's what you mean. That's what I meant by saying what I said a second ago. But I did actually play Dark Alliance 2, Baldur's Gate. I loved it.
When you play with fire.
Vaguely remember it. The thing about it that really caught on to me was, I don't know, I really loved the story and running through everything. It was a lot of fun. But yeah, I've not played it in years myself, so I can't really mention anything. And anything you may reference, I'm not gonna lie, I might not quite understand. But I feel you. I mean, it was a great game. I remember that much about it. I loved it. It's one of few Dungeons & Dragons games I've actually really enjoyed over the years. Which is a fun fact. It was definitely a Dungeons & Dragons style game. A little themed game. I don't get why we're going to this one, like, second.
Dance like the leaves on the flowers. This is so much fun. Let's play some more.
Damn it. Terrible spot to come back to life. Good deal. What up, Riz? Glad you could join us tonight.
No more.
How was the Wednesday, Riz? Hopefully it was pretty good. I don't think I got that level up like I was hoping for, though. I think I will have to run that dungeon. Oh lord, tanks are really bad now. Yeah. I think they just made it so openly welcome for people to join in. And, Judo, Zombie, feel free to pop out really quick if you want. I'm gonna have to run this dungeon to probably level up. It'll probably end up being the last thing I do. We're about 35 minutes till maintenance. But I do actually want to level up tonight, so tomorrow when I jump in here, I will be on a lot earlier as well. I can actually dive right back into the story right off the bat. Which, you know, I'm very close to leveling at least. At least we had a little bit of touch of the story tonight as well. You'll stay for the dungeon? Cool, cool. It was busy but good. And it's all good, Zombie. And sounds cool. Minato. Wow. Super insta-Q. Definitely glad you stuck around. Hopefully, we have a little bit of a better time this time around. Is that we lost diversion and lucid dreaming? I agree. Being able to take your immunity down, or your hate, or aggro, aggression, if you would. I could go on for days, but I feel yeah, like taking that away from a lot of us, kinda just, it's almost as pointless as taking protect away from the White Mage, or all healers, so to speak. It's one of those moves where I'm just wondering, like, who was actually calling the shots there, and like, what was actually there, like, what were they thinking, really? Better put. I know I actually have Bahamut at ready right now, but it feels very pointless to use at the moment. We're just blowing through this little segment here very quickly. I'll use Bahamut on the next one. Then it'll probably work out just as fun. Big hug? Well, thank you, Troy. Tanks feel weird and easier to get into because of that. More influx of tanks, and yeah, I feel you, Steven. It's something to have been expected, really, rather. I mean, if you have something more inviting for people to jump into, they're definitely going to. And people not really getting mechs on stuff like that and how they actually play out for the most part, it could definitely affect everything by a lot. Yeah, I'm gonna really have to get used to this. It is only my second time actually running through here, though, so that is definitely a big thing to have to think about and get used to. To judge what he's about to do with this one. Where was that level up? You hate the water AoEs? It's different, I'll give it that. We don't have too much longer until maintenance. I really hope we can actually finish this. I don't want to say with ease, but well enough. Without having to worry about maintenance taking effect on us. Am I gonna be streaming? Yeah, I'll be definitely streaming tomorrow. Again, like I've talked about earlier, I'm gonna have the next few days off work. I won't be going back to work till Monday, so I'll be on earlier and longer, doing more Final Fantasy XIV. With Shadowbringers out, it's definitely gonna be my main focus for a little while. get why we gotta play so close to this guy. Like, that never invites anything good for a caster like myself. Help with the nut. Hey, take it easy, Chaz. Glad you could join in. Definitely glad that you could stick around for a while. Hopefully you have a great knot, and hopefully you can catch me tomorrow, no doubt. Would love to have you, as always. I love the fact that they're still called Kelpie. If any of you remember Kelpie phase from back in the day, I can't remember which dungeon it was. good deal. It actually didn't take us very long. We had a pretty good tank this time around. A confident tank, I should really say, but pretty good. I was a beaver, now I'm a toad. Oh, motherfucker, I forgot you could fall off this shit. Too much ShB, goddammit. Never gonna make it across. God damn it. Thank the gods. We're almost there. Good deal. Toad man. It's cool though. Could have went a little bit better, but could have went a hell of a lot worse. It's still fun. And we got it finished before maintenance actually hit, so that's good. Also got my level up. I'm gonna go ahead and take my last restroom break then. I know it's about to hit maintenance kind of soon, but I gotta use the restroom. Give me just a moment and I'll be right back. so I'm gonna dive a little bit further in here tonight. Don't think I'm actually gonna do the next main scenario quest. I do actually think I'm gonna go ahead and do the next job quest, so to speak. Go to Mordsuk and hit up old dude and see what's up. That sounds like a good spot to go. I don't want to get too into the main scenario, then maintenance throw me out and me just be wondering. But first and foremost, since I've been playing Stormblood, or better yet, since Stormblood has been relevant, there's something I have not been doing, and yeah, mine's better than that, sorry. But there's something I haven't been doing, and that is going to the Gold Saucer, and I've literally avoided all of the actual old areas, but I did actually hear that, Jonathas has new items, so I'm gonna go to Old Gridania and check that out really quick, see what Jonathas has had added, which I really don't know what it is. And then after that, go to the Gold Saucer really quick, because I heard that there was some stuff added there as well. I'm just gonna check that stuff out. And again, I mean, there's not a whole lot going on in the game right now as far as that goes, and after this, if I have enough time, and hopefully I do, I'm gonna hit up that job quest, and try to do that tonight. Again, I'm not going to try to go too farther into the main scenario, because I'll already know that, it's not going to be very far into things. What's this? That's where the Gunbreaker starts. Cool. I didn't know they started in Gridania. What are you? It's just something I haven't done. It's weird to say that it is the first time I've been in the original game areas in so long, like it has been. You know, I think it's actually kind of weird that they're not, like, I know they're not so far because of the actual expansion that just dropped, but it kind of feels weird that we're not getting the Moonfire event. I was actually wondering about that yesterday. With the Independence Day here in the US coming up, or the 4th of July, a lot of people just instinctively call it, and we usually get the Moonfire Festival around this time of year in this game as well, but this year I don't even think it's gonna happen. What up, Jonathas? You've accomplished enough feats to keep the bard singing for a lifetime, lad. Such an achievement shouldn't go unrecognized, and to that end, I'd like you to have this. Consider it a token of my highest esteem. You acquired achievement points. Cool. I got a lot of these certificates. Ribbon. I know that's one thing they added. What else was added? Was the ribbon literally the only thing that was added? Inquire within, wall-mounted commission painting of the... Yeah, we've already had that. Beyond Redemption. I don't know what that is exactly. I don't think I've had it before. Shit, I've still got like 50 of these points and nothing to use them on, so no harm done. Okay, there was that. I'm gonna go to the Free Company house real quick. Drop this other thing off, a little sandwich platter. The table below is full, so I think I'll actually have to put this upstairs. Which is, there's nothing wrong with that. Damn maintenance. Yeah, I feel you, Steven. Hasn't hit me yet, but I know it will soon, and I wish it wasn't at all. I would love to be on here much longer, but I will be on again, like I was saying earlier. I will be back on tomorrow. Much earlier, and for quite a while. Beyond Redemption. This is the song that I just got. Cool. Whoever actually put it in the Free Company house already, thank you. Somebody already get that finger sandwich thing going down here as well? Not quite, but we will. Mind up, Namazu. Honestly, I think I know just the place I want to put it. It will be here next to the Saki set. Good deal. You can come in our home and get drunk, grab your little finger sandwich. People want to play the game. 2 maintenance in such a short amount of time. Lame. True. I mean, you gotta think though, with the DDoS attacks coming in, the people who are trying to play this game for free instead of paying a subscription, making it fucked up for all of us. Not to mention the things they're having to fix that they're noticing along the way that are kind of like fucking up also. That players are noticing and calling out streamers like myself who've mainly seen some stuff probably that's just like a quick hot fix away. Plus, I mean, compared to the Stormblood launch, believe me, Shadowbringers has been a breeze for anybody that was around for the Stormblood launch. That was a fucking nightmare. I remember for one whole day I was stuck literally only doing Fates because everything else in the game was broken. So, at least we're not doing that, you know? That is a huge thing to be thankful for, really. 1080, not too bad. So it almost feels like a ripoff that Jonathan had 2 things. 10,000, that's really awesome. The new orchestration roll, which is badass. But also just a ribbon. A ribbon and an orchestration roll. That barely, to me, feels like an update on his inventory or sales. 180, not a bad knot, actually, it was a pretty good knot. At least we got that jackpot. Let's see what we got here. Let's see what's new in this area as far as things go. Bunch of random weapons. Okay. There's some things here that I don't actually have that I've not really stopped to actually take into account for that I didn't have, but not that much. Nothing new in this one, really. Bunch of weapons. Nothing really to write home about. But, you know, I guess there's something that some people may be enticed to. I was kind of hoping there'd be a little bit of a new mount or a minion there. Not really. A bunch of the older stuff. So, Mordsuk is actually the next stop. Story's getting interesting? Yeah, definitely. I've loved the story of Shadowbringers, I gotta say, as far as like the story content that they brought, and then Soken bringing the fucking music, or as I heard earlier today, somebody on Twitter said Soken was bringing the heat in Shadowbangers, talking about the music, and I totally agree. Loads of bangers here in Shadowbringers. Great story. Great music, like composition, like, I mean, so many things have been great about this expansion. Like, believe me, I love Stormblood. Stormblood was good, but I will gladly say that this has been better than Stormblood. Okay, it's 1:59 a.m. and my mind is telling me, don't even do this. It's about to kick you out because of maintenance. But the other part of me is like saying, you know what? I don't care. Let's see how far I can get before they throw me out. It's 1:59 a.m. Maintenance is hitting at any... we will now be shutting down the servers for all worlds. Okay, maybe it's not a good time to jump into this. So next time you actually jump in on the stream tomorrow, I'll be on a lot earlier. I don't want to give you a strict time, but I know it'll be a hell of a lot earlier, and I'll be on for a lot longer tomorrow. So look forward to that. I want to jump in now, but literally they're about to throw me out. The reason I say this, I literally have the message, like, right there. Right there. We will now be shutting down servers for all worlds. So I'm guessing it's the good old douche moment where they're just flipping the switches, kicking us all out. The zone music and the Darkwood made you turn off mount music. That's cool. I've not even made it there yet. I guess I'll see that tomorrow. But for now, I'm out of here. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. It's been a lot of fun. Glad I could actually do a Final Fantasy XIV stream tonight. I was literally afraid because of maintenance I wouldn't be able to. But luckily, it was prolonged later until this evening, or tonight, so to speak, or this morning for a lot of you. And I was actually able to get in here to do a little bit of the content, which I'm very happy about. Got to jump back into some dungeons and try the trial all over again. That was really cool. Really want to get used to running all those. I know I'll have to do more and more into the future, and I would really love to know those mechanics. And it was really cool actually getting a new mechanic here for the summoner as well. I got another move, which I'm not really sure where it goes or what's up with it as far as that, but I'll figure it out. But thank you so much for watching. It's been a lot of fun. Good night to you as well, Rez. And Steven, glad that you can make it. Glad you're enjoying things as well. Minato, thank you so much for jumping in, and thank you for the help not only in the trial, but one of the dungeons as well. Definitely glad that you could help out there. Troy, hopefully you're having a great night. Zombie, thank you for jumping in on the trial. I definitely appreciate that. And Chaz, I do hope you have a great night. I know you already dipped out of here and everything tonight, no doubt, but it's been a lot of fun. And everybody, I'm going to go ahead and call it here. Anybody I may have missed along the way in this. Sam! Glad you can make it too. It's been a while, Sam. Glad to hear from you. Glad you're doing well. But good night, everybody. Take it easy. Have fun. Hopefully you can catch me tomorrow again. I'll be on a lot earlier. Playing a lot longer. Doing a lot more content. And I can't wait for that. And until next time, everybody. Or until tomorrow, so to speak. I'm out of here. It's been a lot of fun. And, you got the frog costume? Get the frog costume and then never take it off. Become one of us. I cannot become the frog. Sloctavia 02. Sorry. I would. Believe me. But I don't even glam in this game. Like, if you follow most of my streams, my character basically is wearing... Well, for a long time, he wore the same gear. I upgraded this last time around, the last item level 400 gear. From Stormblood. It was just too good to pass up the raid gear, and I really loved the color scheme as well. Definitely matched what I had rocked for so long. Was glad to update, but I don't really glam. But and Minato, good night to you as well. Thank you for hitting up Twitch as well. Cool. And Rez, good night. It was official. They threw me out. So yeah, I'm out of here, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. I've had fun. I'll be on tomorrow, and I can't wait for that, but until then, I'm gone. Everybody that watched over on Twitch, thank you, and everybody that watched on YouTube, thank you also so much. I appreciate all the support, all the views, and all of the follows to subscribers, or whatever it may be that you've done to the extent of you supporting my channels on both YouTube and Twitch. Thank you so much, everybody. I'm out of here. Take it easy. I'm going to end this now, and as soon as I see this trailer actually hit in the background, I'm going to go ahead and stop the stream music as well, but I really love what's going down now, so I'm going to let it play. Till then, I'm gone. Good night. Take it easy. Have fun. Thank you so much.